Welcome to Vintage Firearms with LT Arms. Today we feature the guns of outlaw legend Doc Holliday. We start with Doc's LeMat revolver. The LeMat revolver was a unique firearm popular during the American Civil War and the Wild West era. Some of the key features of the LeMat were a unique design that featured a 7-shot cylinder and a hidden shotgun barrel underneath. This provided a powerful combination of firepower for close-range combat. It is believed that Doc's LeMat was a bringback from his father's time in the Confederate Army. The gun most commonly associated with Doc Holliday is the Colt 1851 Navy revolver. This was a popular and iconic firearm during the American Civil War and Wild West era. It's particularly associated with Doc Holliday, the infamous gunfighter and gambler, and was a gift from his uncle as part of a trio of 1851 Navies given to him and his cousins. Some of the features of the 1851 Navy are a cap and ball, percussion system where a cap was placed on a nipple and the hammer struck it to ignite the powder charge. Doc's pistol was chambered in .36 caliber and had a 6-shot cylinder capacity. His revolver ended up as a conversion model later on, receiving a new barrel and cylinder that would accommodate rimfire cartridges to keep up with the ever-evolving firearms technology of the era. The Colt 1877, also known as the Lightning in .38 caliber and the Thunderer in .41 caliber, was a popular revolver during the late 19th century. While Doc Holliday is more commonly associated with the Colt 1851 Navy, there are numerous stories of Doc carrying 1877 Colts as backup pistols during his days as a faro dealer in Denver and Tombstone. While Doc Holliday is often associated with revolvers, particularly the 1851 Navy, there is a strong possibility that he owned or carried a Winchester Model 1873 rifle. Often referred to as the gun that won the West, the 1873 was incredibly popular during the Wild West era and would have been readily available to Doc and others. It was known for its reliability, power, and versatility, making it a desirable firearm for many people living in the American frontier. Unfortunately, there is no real historical evidence to suggest that Doc Holliday ever owned or carried a street howitzer shotgun. This term is likely fictional or a misnomer. It's possible that the term street howitzer was coined by Wyatt Earp and used later in novels, movies, or other creative works such as the film Tombstone starring Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer, and has since gained popularity in popular culture. However, there is no real-world historical basis for associating with Doc Holliday other than a possible one-time use at the infamous gunfight at the OK Corral. Doc's romantic life, particularly his relationship with Big Nose Kate, has been the subject of much speculation and mythologizing. While it's generally accepted that they were involved in a romantic relationship, many details about their lives together remain uncertain. It is widely accepted that the Derringer pistol featured at the Glenwood Springs Museum was gifted to Doc by Kate and was the sole firearm in his possession at the time of his death. It bears the inscription "To Doc from Kate" on the back strap. Doc Holliday died November 8, 1887 in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. He was suffering from tuberculosis and had gone to Glenwood Springs, known for its mineral hot springs, in hopes of improving his health. Unfortunately, his condition worsened, and he passed away at the age of 35. His final resting place is in the Linwood Cemetery in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. Many myths surround the legend of Doc Holliday's death, such as a final gunfight. Rumors of a final gunfight taking place at the Hotel Glenwood surround Doc's death, but it is believed that these stories are made up and seem to be unfounded. He most likely passed away peacefully in bed, as described on his original headstone. Another myth is a secret grave. Some stories suggest that Doc Holliday's body was secretly moved after his death, and his final resting place remains unknown. While there have been rumors and speculations about a secret grave, there is no concrete evidence to support these claims. His grave is clearly marked in the Linwood Cemetery in Glenwood Springs. The wildest myth surrounding Doc's death is a secret treasure. Some legends claim that Doc Holliday buried vast treasure before his death and that his grave is a marker for the location of his hidden wealth. While the idea of a buried treasure is a popular theme in Western folklore, there is no historical evidence to support the claim that Doc Holliday had a hidden fortune. These myths and legends have contributed to the enduring fascination with Doc Holliday and his life. While they may be entertaining, it is important to remember that they are largely fictional and do not reflect the historical reality of his final days in Glenwood Springs or his death.